With Velixo, there's not only the ability to pull data from in Sage Intacct to Velixo and Excel, but there is also functionality that allows you to post journal entries back to Sage Intacct from Velixo and Excel. Also, too, you can push back budget data. If you have a budget instance in Intacct, you have the ability to update or add to a budget as well. But let's start with looking at a journal entry posting. So up here at the top, these are all the attributes to set for the journal entry. Essentially, the header information for the journal entry, where we're defining the journal we're going to post to, the posting date, a description, a reference number. Tax information is over here. We are validating the connection that we're going to use, which then dictates, obviously, that this will post to have it post or have it post as a draft by saying no. And then if you want to open it up after upload, you can say no or yes. I'm going to just go into Intacct and show you this after it posts. And then this is the batch number based on the entries that have already posted to date. So if I go to Velixo and I select the perform write back option, I'm going to say current sheet, and you'll notice it's doing the write back right now. The status right now is pending. Now it says line is uploaded, which tells me this is complete. So now if I go to Sage Intacct and I go to my general journal, and there's my entry right here. So if we view this, there is my $500 entry. There's my $1,250 entry that went to store two. I'm sorry, location two, and this one went to location one. There's my reference number. There's my description, my 12/1 posting. So everything that we had in here pushed to Sage Intacct with this journal entry. I can continue to add more journal entries in here and continue to write back and send data back through. So this is a great way to eliminate needing to go in and save a CSV file and do the manual upload to Sage Intacct, where you can do it straight from Excel, perform the write back, and there's no second step of saving a CSV file and manually uploading it directly within Sage Intacct. Same thing with budget data. So here's my connection information. Here is my budget ID. This is just a description that I'm doing budget updates, and then you need to define your budget year that then tie out to your periods. So you select your GL accounts here to post to. It will then pull in the account name. And then your location dimension, department dimension, all of your other dimensions are out here as well. When you have all of your data here to either add or append existing data, add new or append existing data, you would do the perform write back just like we did with the journal entry. And then third, I wanted to show you another write back option, which Intacct calls generic write back. So you can actually select objects from Sage Intacct, like this is the project object, and I'm going to add in a field for the project category, and I'm inputting contract there. Here's the project ID. I've got 3 entries for project 1, 2, and 3. The project names. It's telling me it's pending write back at this point because we haven't posted it yet. And then these are the record IDs for these particular project IDs. So the goal here will be to add this to this project list. So let's move right here for now till we complete this. So if we go back to our generic write back to add these projects, I can hit perform write back, hit current sheet, and it now says line uploaded. So it went from pending to line uploaded, so we can go validate the entries here. So if we select projects, here are our new 3 projects that were added. There's that project category of contract. There's the project IDs. Now we have the ability to add the other attributes and information for the project in here. I could have taken additional fields and added them into this to populate more content if I wanted to. I just need to add the additional columns in here and load it. Another example here is with departments. So this is an example where I've loaded additional departments with the department object. And so now if we go into my department area, actually stores, they were added down here. Velixo test 1, 2, and 3, ABC 1, 2, and 3, which is our data right here. So Intacct has 3 ways to load data into the system. You can do journal entries with a journal entry write back. You can load back budget data with a budget write back. And then you can select objects in the system, select those particular fields that you want to add to the system, and use the write back to add that as well. So 3 different ways to load data back into Sage Intacct, but all very powerful things. And again, the key thing here is it saves you the step from populating an import template, saving it as a CSV file, and then having to go into Sage Intacct and use the import feature to load it manually. So you're eliminating a few steps in this process. One other thing I want to review here is if I go back to my other template, there is an option called distribution list. So this is similar to Intacct's setting up report groups and then scheduling them or manually running a report group to distribute them at that point. So there are several different formats to be able to distribute the data with because remember, you're using Velixo with Excel, so you can either distribute the format in Excel just as is with the Velixo formulas in it. You can do it with Excel, an Excel file, remove the Velixo formulas, so it's got the Excel formulas still there if there are any, or Excel remove all formulas, or distribute a PDF. And those are really your options here. So I'm going to do Excel remove Velixo formulas because if I'm going to send this file off to somebody who doesn't have Velixo, I don't want them to worry about things airing out because of Velixo formulas and it can't update the data. I can give this a file name. I've just called it TB for trial balance because I am selecting the trial balance by period, which happens to be a report right here. So it's going to basically just distribute this tab when I send this out on this distribution. I'm going to send this to myself. So this is a local drive, but also going to have this emailed to me as well. The monthly or the email subject is monthly report. The email body is here's the report for last month. I'm going to run this for 11/28/2023 through 12/25/2023, which is what I have set up currently in that particular trial balance by period file for now. So what I would do here is hit distribute, and what I'll do is select this row and do distribute selected rows. And you'll see it's now generating the file, but it will also generate the email, which I'll retrieve here in just a moment. And here is the actual email with the file. So there is the file. If I go back to my email where it says monthly report, it was sent to me from me in this case. And the note that I had in there, here is the report for the last month. So the distribution option is another feature that if you're using Velixo, that you can actually distribute reports directly from Excel, not have to worry about creating comparable reports in Sage Intacct and doing report groups and the distribution process there. All of your reports that you can create in Velixo can be bundled up into a package and sent out to people either directly to a folder path or to an email to individuals. And this can include multiple people in this email instead of just one individual.